In today's episode, a storm is brewing as I attempt to build a clothes rail and move some stock. Cue the intro. Hi folks, welcome to the Money Mental UK YouTube channel. I'm your host Andrew. I'm a part-time eBay reseller and a mental health advocate. Today it is another episode of Building the Money Mental UK HQ, and in today's episode I'm going to finish building that garment rail that you saw me acquire, should we say, if that's the right word. It turned up in my house. I ordered it, I didn't pay for it, I didn't like to steal it or anything. I'm going to build that today, and then I'm going to try and move some stock over, but there is a storm starting. It's very windy, very wet, not ideal conditions for moving stuff in to the office, but it is Boxing Day. I've only got a few more days left before I'm back in my full-time job. I really want to get everything shifted over this week, and I want to have a couple of solid days of listed stuff as well to set me up for January and for the new year, so that I've got some good quality stuff listed and lots of stock. At the minute I'm just about at 1,000 listings. I'd like to maintain at least 1,100 listings live, and in fact I want to build upon that during the next year. So things are slipping a bit. It's expected in Q4, spending more time shipping than listing. Stuff selling pretty quickly, because obviously Christmas. So no complaints in that regard, but just means we've got to put a bit more work in now to build the store back up. But anyway, I've got a garment rail to build first, so let's focus on that. Before I get onto my garment rack, I must fill this basket with some clothing for the employee to deal with. Unfortunately, it's all the way over there in boxes there at the back. So wish me luck in actually getting there and extracting some clothing. I'll let you know how I get on. It turns out in my brilliance I've left a box of clothes here, so I don't have to go that far back. I've just had to move one box in fact to get here, which is good. Although, yeah, I'm going to have to work through these boxes in the next few days, just so that I can actually get access through here and build a path through. So another challenge to overcome, but I will prevail. Another reason, which I may as well mention now, that I'm keen to push back in here and create some space and get this stock listed is because I will soon be creating a new business venture, which I'm very excited about, which will be the subject of a new video. But I'm going to need some of this space, ideally half of it, to devote to that business venture. So this area here, I'm thinking will probably be devoted to it, with this area here being the eBay backlog then. So basically means we've got to halve my backlog there, and we're talking, probably a couple of thousand items at least there that need powering through and listing, potentially more. So that's going to be a key focus in January, is, as I say, getting rid of most of this stock. Being in tier 4, being in lockdown, is actually an advantage to me in that regard. Can't go out spending time sourcing because the shops I normally source from are shut. There's still a few that are open for essential reasons, but not all of them are even selling their full range of products. So yeah, really key that I get through, take the opportunity that lockdown offers me to get rid of that stuff. Anyway, I'm going to get back to the garment rack now, which is over here, which I've emptied out of the box. So I'm going to start getting that built, pop that over here before I travel home and pick up a load of stuff to put up on the shelves. Already got some stuff over there, but I want to get as much stuff as I can from home over the next 2 to 3 days, ideally all of it, so that it's all there, and then I can concentrate on tidying up these areas here, the desks are quite full, so they can actually use the desk space for what it's intended for. Testing desk, listing and photography desk, and packing station are the key sort of requirements for these areas. Might at some point reconfigure the furniture in this part of the office as well to free up some more space, because I don't feel I'm fully utilising it as best I can. I reckon that if I reconfigured things I could get another garment rack or two in, but that's one for the future, I think. Okay, so let's crack on with building this. Huzzah! The new clothing rail thingy is in place. It's built. I am so sick of building and assembling furniture and whatever else, but it's done. I have got another 100 clothes hangers on order. I think I mentioned that in the last video. I'm just waiting to come. In the meantime, I've got the last of these Wilco's ones as well, so I can at least now start photographing and listing some more stock, which will be good. So yeah, that's in place, and yeah, just enough room for it to slide in there, and as you can see, just enough room for some clothes to go on there. Access to it not going to be a problem, because I can just pull it out like this to get it stuff, so happy enough with that. Oh, I need to put it back in place. Yeah, so that's cool. So I'm going to head home now. I'm going to load the car up. I'm just going to bring the one load today, I think, because it is getting quite late. It's 10 to 8. But I do want to make progress day by day with bringing over the stock, because there's a lot of it that needs to come over. So yeah, I'm going to head over home and do that. But I'm pleased with the fact that I've got that up now, and as I say, I've started developing my plans for the future of the business lying over there as well. So really starting to make use of this space. I've got a box of clothes there for an employee as well that all been steamed and ready for photography, so I might just photograph a few items as well. Then I'll take them home to measure them up and list them. I won't list them from the office tonight, I'll do that at home. But yeah, there's a box there, and then there's some void fill from the Christmas paper wrapping stuff as well. But it looks like we've got a few items there to be getting on with and cracking on with listing. Anyway, gonna head home now, pack up the car. Okay, apologies for the poor quality lighting here in the top secret Money Mental storage location, but as you can see, I've now emptied 2 shelves. I filled 4 boxes. I've still got 2 more, well, you can't really see, but I've got a couple more shelves down there to empty. All that plush up there to take, and then I've got 3 sets of shelves here to empty, 4 sets of shelves, of one there, and loads of stock in the house. So this is going to take me a while, to be honest, guys, but you know, it needs to be done. Obviously some of the stuff is still selling, so each day I have to take over a little bit less stuff, but but yeah, still would rather get it done sooner rather than later. Okay, so shelves starting to fill up. Pretty much all these are what I would class as bad buys now. Actually, this is all stuff that I've had listed for a while. Some of it's trickled out, some of it's just not sold at all. There's quite a lot of it's multi-quantity stuff where I've sold like 1 or 2 items and then no more. So I need to go through and have a look at pretty much all of the stuff there and look at adjusting the prices and relisting it for lower prices. But that's a task that I normally do January, February time. I go through my stock, see what I've had listed for a while, have a look to see what it's selling for at the moment, if it's selling, and then relist it for that kind of price. Sometimes, shock horror, I'll even sell stuff for a list, because it's about your overall turnover, your overall profit, not necessarily your profit per item. If 95% of what you're selling is making a profit, then it's okay to occasionally make a loss and stuff just to get it gone, get some cash flow back into the business so you can buy stuff that you'll make an actual profit on. So that's quite often what I do. Well, that's what I did last January and February, and it worked really well. It freed up a good bit of cash flow, but then allowed me to source during the summer, gave me a good budget for the car boots, etc. So that's the plan this January and February. But for the moment, I'm just putting it all in place. Obviously, this is the action figures, and obviously also mugs. Those are a really bad buy. I've never sold one of those, but they'll probably go to the car boot to be sold at, because they're just not going to sell on eBay now. And I'll still make a profit on them selling them at the car boot. So yeah, if you buy stuff cheap enough, you can still sell it on different platforms, just ones that don't have fees, like Facebook Marketplace or the car boot, which is what some of this stuff will go to as well. It's cost it's cost peanuts. So it's another trick or another thing that I do as well to free up cash flow. But yeah, anyway, that's one set of shelves getting filled up. I'll move some more stuff tomorrow. This storm is probably going to put me back. I'm going to do some listing tonight. I've grabbed a couple of boxes from there because my Land Rover's got capacity for 6 boxes, but I've only got 4 that are free and empty to ship, because I shift the stock in these boxes here to protect it from the obviously from the storm getting damaged, etc. I've only got 4 empty at the minute, so I've grabbed a couple that I'm going to take back home and list from tonight. Hopefully get those contents of those listed, and that will give me 6 boxes, so I can basically fill the car with stuff to bring over. Anyway, enough talking from me. I am going to turn the camera around and do the wrap up. Okay, so it's wrap up time. Progress being made again. It's slow but steady. I'm not making progress as quickly as I would like, but when you're doing a full-time job as well, when you've got other stuff going on that you've got to deal with, like actually running the eBay business day to day, let alone moving an entire business that was once in 3 separate locations into one, plus expanding it, it's a lot of effort and a lot of work. So I'm not going to be too hard on myself for not being as far ahead as I would like. The completion schedule does keep getting pushed back for this move. It was start of December. It's now looking like it may roll into even into January before it's done. But I have achieved a lot. I've got a lot of my listed stock over now. I've still managed to keep the business growing to some extent, still maintaining a decent cash flow and a decent turnover. So, I've got to be proud of those things. And I've invested in a lot of stuff for this office as well. I mean, I was totally left the other day how much I'd spent on stuff for the office, like clothes rails, clothes hangers, shelving, all of that kind of stuff. Furniture, such like, and it's got to be about £800 that I've spent so far. And there's still more to spend, because I'm going to expand further into the office where the deaf pile is, as I progressively list that. So I'll be spending well over £1,000 on this office and getting it fully kitted out, and that's all money that's come from the business. I started this business off over 2.5 years ago now with £250 worth of investment, and look at it now, it's flying. So it just shows you what you can achieve with some hard work and determination. Anyway, on that note, I will end the video. Please do like, comment, share, subscribe, all those good things, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.